there. Today I am heading to Annapolis, Maryland, and the main concern that was listed on this inquiry for an energy audit was that the house is very drafty and cold, and they have really high ceilings. And the interesting thing about today's audit is I'm pretty sure that I did a similar house in the community several years ago, and I think I know what the problem is, so let's find out.
Today's audit was in the Reba Trace neighborhood in Annapolis. And whenever I have a lot of high ceilings, one of the first things I like to do is use the infrared just to take a look around, especially in the parts of the attic that I can't get to. And I also like to use it to take a look around in the parts I can get to see if I can find areas that I can target. And once I was able to get into this attic, which was a little more difficult than most, I was able to get right down over that bathroom sink area to try to figure out why the infrared was showing that it was so cold. And once I was able to peel the insulation back, it became quite obvious what was going on. Anytime you have a bulkhead in a bathroom and you have feeling cold in that area, you might want to have this checked out, because what was happening here is the insulation was missing in the wall and in the ceiling. So what we want to do is we want to cover those recessed lights, seal them, and then we want insulation to run down the wall and across the top. And this is what that bulkhead looks like again from the inside. Another problem in this house was a mini stack effect. And the first problem was that overhang, that bathroom seat next to the window. It's an overhang, it's a cantilever, it's a place for cold air to come in, and then that attic is a separated attic from the rest of the house. So in that room, in that bathroom, they were getting the stack effect. And the reason why the stack effect was happening is because of problem number 2. And this was a theme throughout the house. The bulkhead had the recessed lights that were connected to the attic, creating a gateway for the warm air to escape. And then one that's a little less obvious, another problem, the third problem, is that the exhaust fan was also connected to the outside, creating 2 perfect pathways for the warm air to take into the attic.
So I just finished up in Annapolis, my first audit, first episode. It was successful. The customer was able to see a leaky recess light during the blower door test, and I was able to do a thorough investigation of his attic and find some key problems and explain them. He was thankful, and they are definitely interested in figuring out ways to solve those problems, make the installation better. Thanks for watching.